about to go down. You're creating famous shows, your relationship good. I am in a studio right here, and we are going to have a blast. I have a nice topic for you. Yeah, and I kind of have two titles. I'm not sure which one to use. I was discussing with my producer, and he goes like, "Well, it's your job. You find out what it is, and let's put it out there." So today's topic is I think I should use what a husband needs from a woman or from a wife is never sex. Or what a man needs most from a woman is not sex. What do you think? Well, save me that thought. We will know after I'm done with what I have. But remember, I speak slowly so that you understand what I'm trying to say without going fast because this is a radio presenting and you don't need to go fast because otherwise people will not understand what you're trying to say. Besides, it's not a music review. So hey, the queen is in the building, yo. Everything needs to be quiet. Everything needs to be quiet. Big shout out to you or wonderful people who are tuning in to listen to me. This is Congo Life Living Radio, your number one Africa radio station. The name still remain Frema Shows, and I'm your relationship guru. What a man What a husband needs from a wife is never sex. Do you agree or disagree with me? Sex is an important element in marriage until there is sexual intercourse between a husband and a wife. The marriage is not yet spiritually recognized. This shows how important sex is in marriage. When you look at how aggressive men are towards sex, you may think that what a man needs from a woman is sex, of course. That's what we all think, right, ladies? Yeah, you feeling me? If he has not married you yet, or he does not really intend to marry you, then what he probably need is just sex. But if he really intends to marry you, or if you guys are already married, then sex is never what he needs from you. Maybe, let me see it. Back to my title, the second title again. What a man needs most from a woman is not sex. Now, hear me out. Many young girls think because they are sexually active and experienced, they will easily be married and have their husband loving them. And when a man approach for marriage, they think the greatest assets they have to show the man is sex. Others also think once they are giving out their bodies, it means they are giving out the best, for which reason they will be choose above all. But that is not true. There is this young girl that I want to use a story to bring out the best in the story, the article that I'm talking about. This young girl was beautiful, sexually active. Due to that, she thought, you know, sex is all that matter to a man. Ironically, she struggled for long before finally getting married. Her sexual thing could not even win her, I mean, a heart of a man. Yeah, it couldn't win her. It couldn't win any man heart to marry her. Until one in a blue moon, a gentleman just appeared from nowhere, crazy about this girl. Of course, she's beautiful. She's a goddess. This gentleman married the girl, and all that she thought was sex. This marriage wiped her tears. Her tears were gone. But unfortunately, only a year after the wedding, the marriage fell on rocks. Within 5 years, I saw her with three different men came, but none of them were able to stay. The problem was simple. She thought sex was all that mattered, so she would never submit. But submission is what men need, not sex. It is time for our young ladies to know that when a man is ready to marry, he will not look out for a woman who will satisfy his sex drive, but a woman who will be submit herself to him. Yeah. Or excuse my language if if I mention it too much, but it's part of it. So I just want to talk about it so that or mention it so that you know what I'm talking about. Besides this relationship guru, um, and most of my viewers are adults, so pardon me or excuse my language. Every woman has a vagina, of course, but not every woman has humility. So when you are humble, or when you are, if you're a woman and you are humble, you are an expensive jewelry, and a man of integrity will fear to lose you. Of course. What does the Bible say? When you read Bible, what does it say? It says, wife, submit yourself to your husband. The reason is that a man's true love goes out only for a woman who is submissive. Your beauty cannot make another man ugly, but your humility can let him love you above all women. Sadly, many young ladies in our days call submissive as control, or they call their men he is control freak, and so forth. But and you hear that saying, he's too controlling, he's this. But sometimes I beg to differ. If he wants you to submit yourself, that doesn't mean he's controlling you. You want the best from you. And that's how it's supposed to be. As for me, I don't want any man. That's what he said. As for me, I don't want any man to control me. I'm this, I'm that. I have a good job. I have money. I have my own house. I don't want any man to control me here and there. But coming to think of it, men doesn't control women. Well, there are some men who like to control women. Yeah, there's some out there. But sometimes all that they need is submissive and be humble no matter what. That doesn't mean that you're being stupid or something. Yeah, so that's what I think. So submitting doesn't mean you are married and you being a fool or this. But sometimes some also have interpretation of, if a woman being submissive, it means that the husband controls her, and that's what the young ones think. Okay, no matter how it is, that's what they think. But it shouldn't be that way. When a woman bows her knees before a man, the man will automatically bow his heart before her love, and love her sincerely. There are, one of those things that we are losing it, and it's very sad. Yeah, it's very sad. When was the last time you go on your knees and greet your husband? Yeah, I don't remember, right? You don't remember. That's what it is. So we are losing it because of this so-called Western world. Meanwhile, we are not living in the Western. We are still Africa. We are still poor. So let's humble ourselves to, for our men. Humility is the key, and submissive is the key. But I'll tell you the truth. If you are humble to a man, you win his heart. But men, please, don't be controlling. And don't be, it's hard to say, but hey, That's what it is. We women love a man who will just understand us sometimes a little bit, but we don't want men who will control you. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. And if that occurred, then it means that you are controlling her. You bring the best in a woman. You don't control her. There are certain things that you want to tell her you can't do it, but find a way of saying it, you know. So, well, I hope you enjoyed today's topic. I have a blast too because coming to think of it, I really enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy it too, my viewers out there. Well, don't forget that it is the spirit of humility that has caused many maids to hijack their mistress or their mistress's husband, okay? Because maids are very submissive and their humility and everything. They will kneel down to greet you and everything. And that also warmed the man's heart and easily for them to hijack it. So I wish you all the best as you submit in your relationship and marriage or whatever it is. May God bless you with a good marriage. And my dear sisters too, God bless you with a good relationship. But please, let's submit ourselves to our men. Don't let us forget that we are still Africans. And this Western thing doesn't exist. To our men, they are still African men. You know African men. They'll go out and eat in a restaurant and they'll come back home and act like they didn't eat anything. That tells you that they are still African men. You can never take that away from them. My name still remains Frema Shows, the only queen in Kumasi Quarter. So I am too pretty, Cocoa Butter Burning, and I'm your relationship guru at Congo Life Living Radio, your number one Africa radio station. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you the same time next time. And it's bye bye. One love. Mwah.